The structure has remained the same, even as everything else has changed. Everyone has grown older than I ever expected. I am going to tell very little of this to Gladys and her recorder. Chapter 1. The Magic Garden. Chicago in winter. Wands of ice and a silver river. I could have had my driver take me, but instead I walked south from my apartment on North State Parkway to the bus, which I take like any other retiree to the Museum of Science and Industry. Except I'm not retired, per se, and the exhibit I'm visiting is one that I made. The Beaux-Arts structure of the MSI rises like a temple from the flats alongside Lake Michigan, passing through the Ionic columns beneath laurel wreaths and caryatids makes me think of a movie set, something grandiose by Griffith or DeMille. In the basement, where they've stashed my fairy castle, like buried treasure or like the restrooms, I hesitate before a sign hung at the entry. Closed for maintenance. Please forgive the inconvenience. I've only spoken to Gladys by telephone. Her voice through the receiver was one that should belong to the singer of a torch song. That's why I'm surprised when a woman in her early 30s in thick tweed trousers, bottle-bottom glasses, and a mouse-brown pixie cut appears at my elbow, looking serious as a nun. "Miss ODare," she says, "if you're ready, we'll step inside." "Please," I say, "call me Doreen. Your voice is gorgeous. They should have you record this thing." "I'm more comfortable behind the scenes," she replies, tugging her burnt sienna sweater around narrow shoulders, as if to emphasize her desire to hide. Gladys has not been chosen for this job because of any special affinity. This is obviously another day at the office for her. Maybe that's for the best. Her indifference may offset the emotions that have beset me. A folding table and 2 chairs await. Gladys explains that I'll be delivering my commentary to the microphone, but that she'll be working the tape recorder. There, behind plexiglass, stands my most enduring creation. The museum keeps the room dim, the better to show off the enigmatic interior lighting, and the battlements and turrets appear in just the right amount of shadow. I have every centimeter memorized, but I haven't been to visit it in quite a little bit. We built the castle in Los Angeles on a scale of 1 inch to 1 foot. 9 feet square and 7 feet high at the tallest tower, it's made of aluminum to be light, but still tips the scales at 2,000 pounds. On top of that, the dollhouse piles hefty recollections. "Do you need some general facts?" I ask, keeping my voice steady. Like designed to pack and ship, the castle consists of 200 interconnecting pieces, each with its own wiring and plumbing, that kind of thing. We'll get to that later. For now, we want the more personal gloss on each room and its contents, says Gladys, fidgeting with the knobs. Where do you want to start? The courtyard, since we're facing it? Well, it's not a courtyard, it's the magic garden, I say, regretting what must sound like pedantry. But yes, let's begin there. Gladys clicks record, and I proceed. Solid gold, the cornerstone rests under the porch. Inscribed with the year 1935, it was installed by Sarah Delano Roosevelt, mother of Franklin, who was president at the time, during the gala opening in New York City. The arches depict Aesop's fables, including my favorite, The Fox and the Grapes. The moral of that one is there are many who pretend to despise and belittle that which is beyond their reach. I reminded myself of that one whenever I got a bad review. Oh, Gladys, some of this might not be pertinent. Should we erase that? No, Miss ODare. Doreen. All right, she says, pressing stop. Doreen. You'll have final approval over the recording, including erasures and additions. You were doing fine. I'm not sure I was. Strange as it may seem, talking about myself is not my forte. Abruptly, intrusively, I hear the words of my old friend Adela on the line last week from Los Angeles. You love telling stories. Why not tell your own? That's not quite true. Adela loves telling stories. I love playing roles. I've been putting off my response.